This segment's being sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, guys, tonight's call-in segment's being sponsored by our friends over at Taylor's Archery. Y'all can find them at 100 East Lauderdale Street over in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Or give owner Tracy Taylor a call, 931-563-7706. Let them take care of all your archery needs. And be sure to thank him for everything he does for these kids in the 3D archery program. He's extremely involved in that, and that's really kicking off strong right now.
He's got some good apparel, some hats and everything. Real nice stuff.
Anything you need, he can take care of you. So we appreciate everything Taylor's does for us. Now, y'all can go and give us a call here if you'd like to, 615-737-7767, if you have any questions or comments. And now we've been done a little fishing, done a little rabbit hunting. Now let's talk expo time, guys. I mean, we've been out all day at the Wilson County Fairgrounds there, and we've been setting up. There's boats all over the place and tackle vendors, and of course, Josh, it's raining, so everybody's packed up at the back door because everybody's trying to get in all at once and dipping and dodging one another. But I'll tell you, Josh, it's and it feels great, but it just seems so much fuller in there this year. You know, the last couple of years, and it's to no deal with you guys, there hasn't been any tackle. There hasn't been any boats. You can't have a bunch of tackle at a tackle show when there's no tackle.
So they're going out of business.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that.
Yep.
Been a lot of that, and with your boat vendors, a lot of them had problems getting boats. I mean,
boats, motors, and trailers.
But hey, man, over there tonight, there's a room full of tackle boats. You've got the other room. I saw they setting a bunch of kayaks up in there. Different tackle vendors. I know
seminars.
We're right beside a big tackle booth.
We've got some great seminars.
Now we've got we'll go through the seminar schedule here in just a few minutes. I took a picture of that tonight before I left, so we can go over the seminar schedule and what they'll be talking about as well. And we'll try to hit on some of the companies. Like, for example, right beside us is Soremouth Bait Company or Soremouth Tackle Company, and I want to give those guys a shout out. We got to meet all of them today, and I had an interesting meeting, and it all worked out great.
It worked out great.
It's just funny how things go sometimes. But there are lots of different vendors going to be in there, and we're gonna get into some of those. We had a call come in, but it just went away. I don't know if we lost you or not, Jim, but if you will, just call back again. I was just fixing to say we had a caller and it disappeared. But anyhow, Josh, so we've got, let's start out with some of the boats, okay? I've seen everything from, there's fishing boats in there, you got bass boats, I've seen center console boats, there's pontoon boats, there's wake boats, I mean, you name it.
Two racing boats.
Two racing boats. Yeah, David McMurray brought his racing boats down there, and so y'all come in there and check those out. Anderson's got his down there. So, I mean, it's gonna be a cool event. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, we're gonna kick off tomorrow at noon. Yep. So tomorrow at noon, if we do happen to get any slick weather tonight or anything, we should be good to go by showtime tomorrow. Yep. All right, now we've got a call back here. Let's go ahead and take our first call here. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Good, yourself?
Doing great. We appreciate you calling. How can we help you tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to see if I can get some tickets for that boat show.
Well,
from Wilson County here in Lebanon.
I tell you what we're going to do here in just a little bit. At the end of the next segment, segment 4, we're going to give away, just like we did last week, we're going to give away 4 sets of those tickets. So a total of 8 tickets, we're going to give away 4 sets. So be ready for that at the end of segment 4, and you'll be able to call and try to win a set of them.
And this is at when now?
It's this weekend. It starts tomorrow at noon. And now, if you don't get to win tickets tonight, all you got to do is come get them at the door. And how much are tickets this year, Josh?
It's $10 for adults and $5 for seniors.
So, be a nice cheap day to come out there and spend a trip and come down and walk around. So if you don't have to win them tonight, just come get tickets there at the door, and you'll be ready to go. Like I say, starting tomorrow at noon, we'll be there all weekend.
Tomorrow at noon?
Yep, that's right.
Wilson County Fairgrounds, Lebanon, Tennessee.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all. Come by and see us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, so that, he'll be able to come down there and see us. He'll be able to see seminars that are going to be going on all day. There's a lot of rods, Dayton. I'm telling you, it's some good tackle and it's some good deals. And there's some crawdads me and Mike looked at earlier, and I can't remember the name of them.
They look real.
I mean, it's the closest thing that I've ever seen as far as something real that you could stick on in a blind.
And
Yeah.
we're seeing some jig heads that none of us have seen
We
before.
saw some unique crappie jig heads
shapes.
tonight, and I was looking into it. There's got to be something to the design. We're going to look into this, but there were some crappie jig heads like I haven't seen, and I'm interested in them now. We're going to have to try some of those out. I'm going to imagine that they will work their way through brush and across the bottom better without hanging up because of their design. And if that's the case, that's going to be a pretty neat deal there. I've not seen them, so it's got to be a pretty new product.
I mean, a lot of stuff.
Yes, a lot of stuff. It is. Several new things are coming right there. Now, let's talk about some of our buddies, too, that'll be down in. Chris Snow, he'll be coming in there in the morning. Snow Spin Baits, we'll show y'all a lot of his stuff, so you'll be able to stop in there and get that. And Josh has a list that we'll get on here in just a few minutes, and we're going to start listing off quite a few of the vendors. Ultimate Noodle will be there again. I mentioned them. We showed some of their products last year. Some great guys. Y'all can stop by and talk with them, get to meet them. But for right now, let's go on over and do this week's tip of the week, and we'll come back in the next segment. So this week's tip of the week is being sponsored by the TN Outdoor Rendezvous and Deer Expo. That's our buddy Wes Stone and Vincent Lennon. They head that up. That's going to be also at the Wilson County Fairgrounds, the Farm Bureau Expo Center, and that's coming up May 21st through the 22nd this year. We're really looking forward to that, guys. So we appreciate them sponsoring this segment for us as well.
We already have more vendors this year than we had last year.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mike,
tip of the week.
What you got for us?
Tip of the week, something with all of these rods that we've been looking at today. One of the first things I like to do with a new rod, you know the grip that you put on a tennis racket that you can buy at any local sporting goods shop? Makes that grip a little more flexible with your hand, makes it fit better, makes it feel better. But put it on when you first buy the rod so that you're used to it and you know what it feels like. But it will absolutely keep your hands from getting so tired.
It was. You'd be amazed at the end of an 8-hour day of fishing the difference that can make.
And it also protects, if you're fishing that Tennessee cork handle, it protects that cork to an extent, to extend the life of that rod.
You use a Tennessee handle reel?
Absolutely.
You don't tape it on, do you?
Well, good tip there, Mike. Well, guys, we're going to get ready to take another break. We'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.